Welcome back everybody. It is time for another walkthrough of the at-home store. Now we are only checking out the things we haven't looked at in my previous videos, so if you see something we skim by that you like, it's probably been covered in one of those other videos. Check them out. But the first thing that we see here in the store is this giant display of skeletons. They have them in all shapes and sizes and creatures. Really love what they're doing with a lot of them this year, like this fish. I don't know if we've seen this particular one in the past, but they're certainly making them look a little bit creepier, like this little skull. As we make our way around, we'll see lots of fun animals, like this little owl. Let's go ahead and press the button. I can't remember if they moved and made sounds before, so it's kind of neat. There's a little a snake here, and we're going to see a lot of two-headed creatures this year. I kind of expected it with the snake, but we're going to be surprised a little bit later here in the video to see what other creatures they've done that with. But as we make our way around, we see an alien. I don't remember if they had this last year, but I'm doing a bit of an alien theme myself this year, so I'm excited to find this. I'll have to pick that up a little bit later. $25 is a bit pricey, especially when you want a whole bunch of them. And here is another one of our two-headed creatures. Now, honestly, I wasn't even sure that that was a two-headed dog at first. You could hardly tell from the side because the other little head was blocked. There's a little winged angel, skeleton, demon maybe. Then around the corner, we've got this. This little octopus. I bought him last year to go with my pirate theme. Doesn't do much, just lights up. It'd be neat if his tentacles moved. I think this is like supposed to be a winged monkey, like from the Wizard of Oz. But let's check out the rat.
Let's play my favorite scary game, hide and go squeak. Do you know what a ghost rat says to a cat? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay. And here we have some sort of lizard. But let's see what else we've got going on. A little skeleton bride. Not exactly fitting with the rest of these skeletons, but we're going to see a bit of a different, bit of doll-like bride type decor a little bit later. A little angler fish, again, just to add to their creepy fish collection. A couple of tombstones. Just some more skeletons here that we've kind of seen before, just some generic things, but then we get a couple of interesting guys like the peace sign and the thumbs up, which you could put in front of your gravestones. That's kind of neat. And I absolutely adore the little pig with the apple in his mouth on a tray. I might have to get that myself too. Alright, well, speaking of the gravestones though, there are a bit of a collection here. And we've got some little skeleton gnomes to go with it in your garden. I don't think we did a very good job looking around the inflatables last time. They've got a few more ones, but hopefully we'll get a little bit of a better look this time. I think the spider inflatable here is new for this walkthrough, as is the little cat with the pumpkin maybe. But around the corner, these guys are definitely new. We've got Snoopy with his Red Baron costume, and a couple of just cutesy, kid-friendly Halloween inflatables of all shapes and sizes. But let's see first how much these cost. $30, not bad. Alright, Nightmare Before Christmas. Here we've got a trio of inflatables. I don't think we've seen these in the past years. I know we see Jack Skellington a lot, but the other characters not quite so much. And then even as we make our way around the corner here, we're going to see Zero Dog, which, I don't know, maybe the people making the display didn't realize he's also part of that Nightmare Before Christmas bunch. But it's nice you can make a little display if you have an interest in Nightmare Before Christmas. And some of their pricing. Okay, now in what is probably my favorite section, which they've put right by the front door now, not surprising, it's got all the cool stuff, is this sort of gothic bunch. I love this little skeleton or skull with the raven pulling out its eyeball. That was pretty neat. And this guy's got some massive eyes as well. $10. It's pretty hefty. That's not a bad little prop there. Got some books. I was half hoping it was going to be the handbook for the newly departed or whatever it is from the Beetlejuice movies, but it's not. It does look like you've got another, is that a bigger one down here, looks like. But we've got some of this cool gothic red and black and silvery look, like that little skeleton there. Not really a big fan of the little skeletons today. To me, they just don't look realistic at all, and it ruins the entire effect. But here's another one of those little pride dolls I was talking about. And we have some velvet pumpkins. Now, if you've watched my videos in the last few years, I rant and rave about these velvet pumpkins, but I actually kind of like the ones with the flowers on top. It gives it a sense of purpose, I think. But I'm still not a fan of the velvet covered skull. To me, that's just ridiculous. There's a mirror of some sort that you can hang on the wall. Some gothic decor. And a banner. Ghouls welcome. That'd be neat to hang on either side of your front door. And as we make our way down, here's a nice cat. Quite hefty as well. Wow. Put the sticker right on its butt, but $12.99, not a bad price. Kind of cute. More dolls. There's a witch. Then we saw a lot of this sort of candy corn decor in my last walkthrough, I think. Nothing too new. This skull with the lights is different. Not sure what the point of it is, because the lights themselves just, they don't like really conform to the shape of the skull, so they don't really add much, and it looks just kind of weird in my opinion. But we've got some generic decor down here, including some candles, or candle holders I should say. Really love this little scarecrow. You can add some sticks to that, put it in your yard, make a nice little display. More dolls. This one's got some creepy button eyes. I wonder if that's from that one movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it's interesting. We've got some palm reader signs and mystic decor. The little witch silhouette with the cauldron. Put a little candle in there. And a lot of this stuff, again, we've seen in previous videos, so we're just going to skim past it. But we've got some, well, what is this? Some sort of lenticular almost. It looks like it's just supposed to maybe be a 3D-ish picture. Silent as the grave, with a picture of a tree and some knocked over graves. The effect is a little jarring, I think. It's not quite a smooth transition. That would have made that look pretty neat. Some candles and a very overpriced cemetery archway. I remember seeing this in the store last year, thinking it was a pretty cool archway, but not for $300. This guy was last year too. Just a little tin. Not sure what you'd even put in there. Candles, or is it just for display? I don't know. We've got some more hanging decor popping up. There's a skeleton Grim Reaper Man. And then if the Try Me buttons work, they're probably holdovers from last year, honestly. We've got some ghosts with really long trains there. That's kind of neat. A creepy clown. And a scary witch. Are those supposed to be button eyes? I think so. At first I thought they were going to be speakers, but there's no sort of try me button. So I guess that's kind of creepy if your natural inclination, like mine was, is to lift the hat to look at the eyes and you just see the scary buttons. That's kind of fun. Speaking of fun, we've got some new takes on the chains this year. We've got a big hook on one, great for a butcher scene. Some more skeleton decor. And a lot of this stuff we've seen before. We've got some barbed wire there. I'd like to give that a shot one time. It's kind of neat. Good way to make a pathway, probably. And here's a crawling hand. It's got a good creepiness to it. Does it work, though? There's try me. Let's try this one over here. I guess you have to press the top of the hand. And that's a shame. Doesn't quite creep around like you'd think it would. Maybe that one's just defective. Up here we have a nice wreath with some eyeballs. A lot of this stuff you can DIY yourself, but this one looks pretty cool, and actually the eyeballs light up. I like how they've mixed the green amongst the black roses. But that'll do it for today's walkthrough. So we see a lot of empty space on the shelves. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff to take a look at in the future, so we'll take another walkthrough soon. But in the meantime, make sure you stay tuned for DIYs, store walkthroughs, product displays, and so forth. Till next time, guys, happy haunting.